Hello everyone, welcome to Chai Time with Khyati yet again. As promised, the session today is on women and child nutrition, and thank you, Anusha and her team have had a great time in compiling these questions for you. Before, again, as usual, I have a story to tell you before we start. The month of February has been an excellent month for balanced nutrition. Here, we learned a lot in terms of countries, foods, and of course the Dubai visit again made me get on my toes because there was so much new to learn. We enrolled a client from Korea this month. So yes, Korean food came into the limelight at Balanced Nutrition office this month. We also enrolled a client who was from Tanzania, again giving us an insight on Tanzanian cuisine. Malaysian cuisine is something we had a tough time with because everything was high fat, but yet again the team of Balanced Nutrition has cracked it, and yes, Malaysian cuisine is also going to be a part of our menu now. Last but not the least, a beautiful discovery that I made in Dubai this time was, as usual, timings were small, constrained. I took my baby to Global Village with me. I'm sure a lot of you have seen pictures and commented on them too. One particular dish that I had there was a jacket potato but Turkish. हाँ मुझे पता है in your diet there is no potato, and I am very sorry for that as well, because we cook potatoes in the form of potato vada, samosa, French fries, burger patty which is fried. We make all possible delicious dishes with potato, but which are not healthy right now for active weight loss. This potato, however, is going to come in your recipe very soon. I went to that counter and all I saw was such big potatoes, not even peeled, just boiled. What next they did was took me to an entire section of cut vegetables, fresh and amazing. The other part was sauces and the other part was pickles. मैं वहीं डर जाती हूँ जब sauces आ जाते हैं, because I think those sauces are either going to be butter, either going to be cheese, or are white in color, means mayo तो पक्का है. But that beautiful Turkish fellow told me, come, I make for you. He took the potato, he added little couscous, he added cabbage, he added amazing pickles, and the white, he just picked up the lid of the white sauce, and I'm like, no. He's like, madam, this is yogurt. So it was so delicious. I enjoyed myself, and it was a complete meal on its own. So traveling, yes, it does open your mind, it does open your appetite, and of course, new recipes are something that are going to come to you. A very big thank you to all of you who came to Dubai, met me. A big sorry to all the clients who I had to shout at because they were being very lazy. Now I'm seeing your weight monitors, and I'm very happy with your dedication and progress. To all the new people in Dubai who met me and have joined the Balanced Nutrition family, I hope you are very happy, and I am sure you know I'm just a click away. Now comes the time of the month of March. Half of us mothers actually lose weight automatically because बच्चे का exam है. Before actually hosting this chai time, I was just telling my team, tomorrow is Trisha's English exam and I have 2 worksheets to go and get done from her. But yes, why the frill and why the exam, and why the entire stress on portion, why the entire stress on itne baje utho, itne baje so? I don't find any conversation that goes to what food should one eat during the exam. As a mother, what food you should eat. As a family member, when the whole environment in the house is like, oh my God, what are some foods that will heal up? What are some foods that will calm us down? What are foods that we should ensure before, during and after exams? Thankfully, we have only 2 questions on that. But yes, you can put your questions live right now and I will get them shortly. Everybody knows Anusha. Anusha keeps talking to y'all in the care team and make sure y'all are on board with us successfully. If at all there is any complaint about Anusha, again y'all know that y'all can write to me. But rest assured, complaints about my staff is something that I will be taking very nicely, but I'm sure there are hardly any. Can we start with the questions?
Yes, absolutely. First question is by Pooja Verma. Like we were discussing, she's saying that as exam time is going to start soon, How can I keep my kids hydrated and energetic? And what change should I make in their diet for that?
Excellent question, Pooja. In fact, this is one question that has to go with every age group. Sections 1, 2 and 3, grades, standard 1, 2 and 3, those people are kids. I think we should let them be just the way they are. Try not to wake them up early or try not to spoil their daily schedule. The more they eat what they have been eating, which is ghar ka khana, obviously not junk, they will be absolutely stress-free for their exams. Stress starts, I know, from standard 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. This is a very, very tricky age as well when it comes to food. So what I would like to say here is, just make sure the environment at home is very positive. The meals at home are very tasty. There is no special food or there is no special nutrient that I could say will help you in the exams. Say, aaj start karo aur kal mil jayega aapko result. It is of course healthy eating. Over a long term that is going to help. But yes, I have some tips for kids who are going to be awake late night and are going to have very minimum sleep. If you think tons and tons of coffee are going to help you, then you are wrong. If you think chilled Pepsi is going to be the solution, absolutely wrong. It will not only make you wide awake, but it will also ensure that it gives you acidity. It will ensure that during your papers you feel a little uneasy and then going for the next paper is going to get a little difficult. 3 foods that you should never miss during an examination are nuts. Now these nuts can be unsalted, these nuts can be in the form of a nice laddu, these nuts can be just included when you are snacking. Make sure you don't go above 1 handful. If you are overweight, go a little easy on it. But these nuts will ensure a healthy fat entering your system, which will again help the brains and you will concentrate a little better. I would say milk late night is not the best option because milk contains serotonin and serotonin is known to trigger a good sleep. So yes, keep a bottle of water, keep some fruits next to you, keep foods that you can chew. Okay, chips, no, a big no. But yes, carrot sticks with hummus will help you in abundance. If you are really hungry, please don't shy away from eating an extra serving of roti sabji. But yes, stay away from anything which is in the fridge as a cake. Stay away from anything which is stale. Stay away from breads because they are unnecessarily going to cause you a stomach upset. Make sure that when you are, I was in that habit by the way, and ऐसे ही थोड़ी ना मोटे हुए थे हम. Every chapter would mean 1 packet of chip. Every hour would mean mama भूख लग रही है कुछ दे दे. Fruit juices were my best friends, but yes, fruit juices only added sugar. So now when I am reading and when I know that the R&D is supposed to take me like a long time, I enjoy watermelon. Watermelon is right now coming in season also. It is fresh and you are going to be refreshed after having just 1 bowl of it. So these are the foods that should be included. Do not pressurize yourself, my dear kids. Make sure that you are having a good sleep, which is, I know, difficult, but at least 6 घंटा सो जाना, so that the other part of the day or the next exam doesn't have you shaky, doesn't have you sleepy. Okay. The other most important aspect of getting prepared for an exam is, after your exam, when you eat lunch / whatever is the other meal for the day, make sure 20 minutes you're going out for a walk somewhere. Okay, this walk should not be cafe coffee day. This walk should not be Starbucks. It should be a nice refreshing walk with a taking deep breaths, and that's how you will feel refreshed and energetic. I hope this question has been answered. I know it was long, but yes, for mothers and for kids who are giving their exams, I'm sure this will be of great help to you. Which is the other question, Anusha?
I think Aarti Wala has asked how many times we should feed our kids.
This is a lovely question. When our kids are 2 and 3 years old, when they start, the journey of food, what we do is, as mothers, we decide, मतलब हम decide करेंगे हमारा बच्चा कितना खाना खाएगा. So you have portioned 2 rotis and you have portioned this amount of sabji, this amount of dal. But आज बच्चे को अच्छी पोटी नहीं हुई और बच्चा भूखा नहीं है, और then आज बच्चा बहुत बहुत कॉन्सेंट्रेट कर रहा है ऑन द प्ले और ही इज वेरी माइंडफुली प्लेइंग टुडे, यू नो. So in those days, what happens is instead of 2 rotis, the child wants to end up eating 1 roti. It's perfectly okay. What we are doing here is we are deciding the portion for our 2, 3, 4 and 5-year-old children, making sure that we make it a disciplined plate. खाली करनी ही है. अब बेचारे के पेट में जगह हो ना हो, प्लेट का खाना साफ होना चाहिए. Tell me, what do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to inculcate discipline via food? Then it's wrong. Because बच्चे को भूख ही कम लग रही है. It's all right, शाम को ज्यादा खा लेगा. We are destroying the natural mechanism of the body. Eat when you are hungry. So we cannot describe or discuss any timings. We should not be saying आज बच्चे को 5 बार खिलाया, कल 3 बार खिलाया. No. Our aim as a parent should be to make sure your child realizes when he is hungry. Many kids, what happens is at the young age, what we do is we tend to make them eat a little more than they were supposed to. तब क्या होता है? The बच्चा increases his appetite. This increase in appetite leads to increase in weight. This will take form of eating while watching TV, eating if you are getting bored, eating if you are doing nothing in life. So this then leads to weight gain. Now when weight gain happens, what happens? We start worrying. When we start worrying, what we do is, अरे ये खा रहा है, क्यों खा रहा है, इतना क्यों कर रहा है, 2 रोटी क्यों, 1 रोटी खाओ सिर्फ. This is a problem. What we should do is, by the age of 3, we should let our child decide what the child is going to go through in terms of a hunger pang. When the child comes and tells you, Mama, I am hungry, at that point in time you can tell the child, I am not going to give you cake, I am going to give you this instead. Okay? So we make rules only and only when the child comes to us saying he is hungry. I hope this question is answered, Aarti. And if there is any more question on child nutrition, my viewers, please feel free to put it in the comment section. In fact, Balanced Nutrition has launched a program called Poshan for Children right from 6 months of age till teenage. This program has not been known, or rather we haven't advertised it too much because again child nutrition is a very sensitive topic. So I am going to put up the link in the comment section right now. Please feel free to go through it and see if there is any information that can help you or any further information that you need from us. What is the next question, Anusha?
Artiwala also wants to know how can she build up the kids' immunity. And a similar question is also asked by Anubhuti Sinha, who has asked us, my daughter has been catching cold and cough very frequently since last 3-4 months. So what changes should I make in her diet to increase her immunity?
Excellent question. A lot of our kids are, they look okay. They look in fact a little chubby. They look absolutely, sometimes a little plump. But we all know that our children are not in the best of health. When it comes to immunity, there are certain immune boosting foods that have to be added in the diet of a child. A simple thing like when your child is eating poha, if you sprinkle lime juice on it, okay, the availability of iron from the poha increases many-fold. So what I do is, whenever there is something made in the house, I ensure I add some, a condiment or some spice or some seed which will ensure that the benefit is many-fold. Okay, again, medicinal immunity जो build करते हैं हम, that is not the job of a nutritionist. There is no power drink which I can, make it, maybe we could, but then again, it is a very temporary thing. So tricks like these help us a lot. So the next tip could be when you are binding atta. Okay, instead of using water to bind atta, what I do is pumpkin. Only South Indian kids would know what pumpkin is and eat pumpkin. हमारे तो ऐसे सांबार में आता है तो भी बाहर out please. ये क्या है पीला पीला? That is not what pumpkin does. Pumpkin is an excellent source of beta carotene. So what I do at my house is, the maid knows that she has to make pumpkin puree and put it in the atta. One day it is pumpkin puree, one day it is dudhi puree, one day it is milk. Okay, so please understand. And the day I feel a little experimentative, that time I add little flax seeds. Okay, I add a little bit of til to the thepla. Instead of just having plain methi thepla with so much oil, I make sure that methi के साथ साथ चलो ना थोड़ा ऐसे शेपू भी कट करके डाल दो. Shepu is ova, okay, which is suwa. Okay, so these vegetables are vegetables that will increase immunity. These seeds will increase immunity. Chyawanprash is something that is really spoken about. But the ready chyawanprash, just ऐसे पीछे घुमा के देखो उसमें कितना sugar है. So chyawanprash is what I would say घर पे बना लो, आंवला जूस पिला दो, correct? Carrot also, grated carrots, or if the child is a little fussy, carrot puree in the atta. दाल में डाल दो कभी कभी. दूधी अगर आप दाल में डाल दोगे, you think your child is going to come to know? No, your child won't know. Okay? So make sure lime is used in abundance for your child. Dahi is used in abundance. Make sure that there is junk which is entering your kitchen and your child's tummy very rarely. So the amount of healthy food you give, even if it is a lot, but your child is having 2 junk items every day, the effect is nullified. Okay, so I think I want to talk about one product, but I think uska wo question hai. So it starts with a big B. Hai? Wo question? Perfect. So let me actually answer that question once Anusha asks me that.
Okay. So I'll just ask that question only. Here, Pooja Sheth has asked us, I would like to know what more options can be given to the child, because the child ends up having a lot of biscuits and banana wafers. So how can I switch to healthy food for him? Though we keep limited food snacks at home, still biscuits and banana wafers are topping the list.
Hi Pooja, how are you? How's your program going on? I know it's going on excellent. Now to answer your question. When we say that the child is hungry, और वो सूखा नाश्ता जो बच्चे को देना है. Again, I think this is a repeat of my last chai time, but then I'll say it once again. Biscuit is the worst thing. Worst. W-O-R-S-T. The worst thing you can give your child. What I would say is, biscuit बनती कैसे है? Biscuit में there is maida added. Okay. When you add maida, firstly, again, refined flour, you don't know what it's going to do to your tummy. Next, you think there is good ghee in biscuit? You think there is good fat in biscuit? There is the worst form of fat in biscuit. That fat is called margarine. वो margarine is straight away responsible for triglycerides going up, your arteries getting blocked, what not. I mean, and this process, okay, of when a person is going to have a heart attack at the age of 55, 60, 65, the process starts at an age of 10 to 12. The arteries get one thin line of fat. Now, the more we give these kind of fats which are refined, the more we give fats which contain margarine, which contain, dalda, if you, hydrogenated fat, if you know those. So, biscuit has that in good proportion, and the best. Why does the kid like it? Because of the sugar. So, these 3 things are deadly. They are detrimental. In fact, in tier 2 cities, दूध के साथ बिस्किट मिला लो. I don't want to name any brands. दूध के साथ बिस्किट मिला लो. Make it into a puree like a Cerelac और बच्चे को दे दो. I mean, God, 7 महीना, 8 महीना, 9 महीने का बच्चा है वो. You can have a golden chance of building that child's tastes. पहले ही बिस्किट दे दिया, फिर क्या खाने वाला है वो बच्चा? पूछ नहीं. Now you are stuck. So, what I would suggest is here, biscuit is a big no-no. I know in India the availability of, shortbread is very less. But yes, people today travel, people today find it on online websites. There is a cracker called Fincrisp and Arvita. These crackers are nice. You can, even spread hunkered on them. You can put fancily cut vegetables on them. And this is going to be a fantastic option for your little one. Child hai, agar overweight nahi hai, you can even treat him with some good cheese. Again, stay away from processed cheese. open the world, open the world of the child's appetite to beautiful other cheeses which are available. ठीक है? So what I suggest is keep everything which is fresh. Banana chips को replace करके नाचनी chips कर दो. At least the bioavailability of calcium from नाचनी दो लो, कुछ तो जा रहा है पेट में. So make sure that there are wise choices. Okay, a fruit is a non-negotiable thing between me and my child. She does not now come and argue with me. The other important thing, I know I'm going a little off track, but इस बार the last year when I visited Dubai, our clientele was 68 clients. Okay, so I met very few and I was enjoying the shopping and etc. This time when we went to Dubai, we had close to 600 clients. So 600 clients means a lot more clients come year round. What this also does is, this compromises your immunity, it compromises the natural mechanisms of your body. So whenever I am planning a diet chart, we make sure at Balanced Nutrition, the temperature of that place is taken into consideration and the local available food is also taken into consideration at that time. I know ये थोड़ा off track था, but this is for all my clients who are getting food 24/7 in the mall. Avocado 6 type के थे वहाँ पे, and the climate did not need avocado. I mean, that country, most of us are overnourished. So here what we also have to learn is, we have to learn acclimatization. So I hope your biscuit and banana chips was answered. For more healthy recipes which are suitable for your child, I am asking my team again, which is Naveen as usual sitting behind the camera, to put in the link. And Ritika is also there with us today. Ritika, are there any more questions that have come? Can you pass the papers to me? Anusha, we make sure we cover these as well today, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Here we go. Okay, so there's like a big list of questions. ठीक है. Now let's move on to the next question, Anusha.
Ma'am, we have Indira and Hima asking us how important is milk in a child's growth.
Hi both of you again from Dubai.
And because children are a little fuzzy about drinking milk,
Yes,
so
yes. Now this is also a very tricky question. Milk जितना अच्छा था, अब suddenly questions are being raised to वो क्या है milk का issue in terms of the milk coming from animals which injections of hormones are fed to. Okay, milk coming from sources, of course, being Indians, we love urea. We make sure urea is added to water and we make sure it gets a milky consistency. But I would say, you know, when did mankind start consuming milk? When we were at the stage of evolution where the man had just started his transportation journey. When he thought यहाँ से यहाँ जा सकते हैं and he started using animals as a means of transport. What happened is, the man at that time used to use a camel, used to use a horse for short distances, used to use even yaks. Whatever was the food around, if it was not enough, he used to milk that animal and he used to drink milk from it. That milk sustained him a lot. So whether it is goats, again, man kept cattle. और वो cattle में sheep और goats आते थे, right? So those sheep and goats, wherever were present, the kids were given the milk and it nourished them a lot. So again the question here is the same. Okay, if the milk is coming out from an animal who is not hormonally fed, it is a good source. If a problem arises in terms of the milk not being good, then yes, we are, actually ये सब जगह हो रहा है. You think the vegetables are, not painted, not injected? So we have to find sources from where your milk or your vegetable or your grains you think are coming from safe places. So if you think the milk is safe, go ahead and give your child. Now there are certain children, including me, when I was a baby, I used to hate milk. Hate milk. Okay. I, at that time, of course, did not know nutrition, did not know study. But the question arose when I had Trisha in my tummy. At that time you become a nice bachcha. But yet again the milk used to nauseate me. So yes, if that is a problem, it is absolutely okay to have occasional amounts of milk in the diet. Just make sure, what does milk give? Calcium, phosphorus and protein with good fat. These four things can come from good cheese, dahi, Greek yogurt, combination of certain foods like khichdi with a little bit of ghee added to it. We'll make sure that the milk component which is missing is fixed up by other elements which are combining as well as which are standing alone. I just mentioned them to you. If you feed them properly, they are going to help your child. And yes, don't bother. But you know what? The child palate changes every 6 to 8 months. So just keep trying. Also, milkshakes are not a bad idea when it comes to feeding your child. Of course, milkshakes containing heavy fruit and heavy sugar, I would say avoid it a little bit. But yes, try giving her a cup of smoothie, try giving her a milkshake, try making something with chia and rose. Okay, these all things will help you.
Next question is by Janvi. She's saying, hi Khyati, my daughter turns one on 8th March. She's a fuzzy eater. Please suggest something nutritional and something that will make her put on some weight.
Janvi, abhi answer kiya. Do not decide the appetite of your child, okay? The child is a fussy eater because you think she's eating less than what she needs. If she's eating, I would worry when my child refuses 3 meals in a row. सुबह भी नहीं खाया, दोपहर को भी नहीं खाया, जब शाम को नहीं खाती हैं, that time I would worry. But सुबह थोड़ा खा लिया, खेलते खेलते, if she's eating something, it's perfectly okay. We do have a blog on, age group क्या है रितिका? एक बच्चों का blog है. How old is she?
She is turning 1.
She's turning 1. I think we have 12 to 18 months का एक blog. Can you just put that blog up? So Janvi, I want you to read it. But yes, don't fret. Otherwise मेरे और आपके जैसे फिर weight loss करना पड़ेगा उसको. ठीक है? So understand her appetite. See how she's feeling. If she's happy, energetic, playing, keeping you busy, don't worry about her appetite at all.
Next question is by Aboli. She's asking, what are the healthy options for evening snacks when children are going for sports?
Aboli, such a lovely question. This is coming under the purview of sports nutrition for a child. Yes, the ideal, pre-sport meal varies from sport to sport, age to age, what was the previous meal had. So what I'm doing here is I'm giving you some general options which may not be as per the nutritional guidelines because I need information on age, I need information on what sport activity, what level of sport activity, what was the lunch. So here I am giving you some tips which will ensure your child sails through the entire sporting activity. Muesli with milk and half banana is going to do wonders to that child who is going to have to exert himself. Just make sure these meals are given to him at least half an hour before he starts playing. A sandwich with hummus, with vegetables, okay. A sandwich which is containing, pata chala Naveen, आधा घंटा बाकी है. So a sandwich which is with hummus, a sandwich which is with hung curd, that is a good option. दोपहर की अगर रोटी बची हुई है, take out some things from the kitchen. If there is chana ka bhaji available in your kitchen, you wrap it up, spread some chutney and dahi. That becomes a great option. Make sure that your child has had enough water, not excess water, but enough water to sustain him through the entire sport, because children generally forget to have water during their sporting activities. So any food which is reasonably high on complex carbohydrates and a little bit of protein are going to suffice that little boy going for a good sporting activity.
Shilpa has a question where she's asking 3-year-olds can have Greek yogurt?
Shilpa, hi. I am wanting to see your weight monitor every session. By the way, now regularly. And the answer to your question is, I am asking Ritika to put up an article on Greek yogurt. Please don't make it as a compulsion for your child. But yes, if your child has developed a taste for it, there is no harm in giving it to your child. Just make sure that if it is flavored and if it is artificially flavored with high sugar, you limit it. Try inculcating the taste of plain yogurt. अपने यहाँ से थोड़े fruits add कर ले. Can be a very good evening snack. Yeah. Any other question on yogurts?
No.
Okay.
Hema has a question. She's asking us, she needs a little guidance on kids and junk food. She's saying that, many times our elders say kids can digest everything. So, overfeeding.
If my mama is watching this, I am the biggest villain in my house. Okay, like, हाय बच्चे को खाना नहीं खिलाती है. I'm like, यार बच्चे को कैसे खाना खिलाऊं? Morning, the 3 days when I was working in UAE, Trisha used to go out with her friend and friend's mother. And in the evening when I used to meet Trisha, one day, by the way, she went with her father also, who I always accuse of giving too much junk to Trisha. But yes, what she ate was, in the morning breakfast, donut, giving me that cute little smile, to मैं allow करूँगी उसको, Mama please, finished. Mama said, okay, have the donut. Then, what did you have for lunch, Trisha? Mama, there was nothing I liked. There was only pizza and pasta in the mall. So I had white pasta and I had 2 slices of pizza. Beta, which pizza? Vegetable dala kya? Margherita. Then, in the evening, again, we are going. Where are we going? We are going out with friends. बच्चे को क्या अच्छा लगा? McDonald's. क्या खाया बच्चे ने? Burger. Next afternoon, because she is not used to eating so much junk, stomach pain. What was the food at that time? Khichdi. So, what we do is, if we use food and phones, of course, बच्चा tantrum throw कर रहा है, what we do is, either we give food or either we give it to the phone. Phone and food, both, which is, I consider junk. I think you should not get into those kind of habits with your child. If the child is troubling, mama, हाँ ठीक है, जाओ वो chocolate खा लो, हाँ ठीक है वो biscuit खा लो. That is something we should not give into. That is what I tell even my women. What you do is, you create a habit, even when it comes to food and us. We create an emotional bond with the food. So when we are happy, we are eating something. When we are sad, we think it's a ticket to eat unhealthy. So these two things have to be absolutely separate from each other. Okay? So even when your child is asking you for junk, you make sure that you don't give in just because there is a temper issue. Try and make this a fun thing. Why is study non-negotiable? Tell me something. Why is food always negotiable? Study में तो नहीं, 80 से अगर नहीं, sorry, अभी कितना 95 ऐसे वरना कहाँ है admission? 95% नहीं आया तो the whole house is upside down. तो खाने के बारे में why are we not so serious? Don't we think संस्कार सिखाने हैं, पढ़ाना है, लिखाना है? अरे लेकिन अच्छा खाना सिखाना चाहिए कि नहीं? I feel it is my duty to teach any child or even my own child who is coming to me the importance of eating correct. These are foundation years. So today, if my child steps on the scale every morning, there are people who comment saying that, you know what, you are creating a bad habit. Well, how is that a bad habit if she's, just checking her weight and keeping a tab on her health? Fine, she's 7. So what? But nobody shouts at me when I'm pressurizing her to study. So what I would also tell all of you new generation moms is that, along with making sports important, classes important, क्या वो phonetics में जा रहा है, grammar में जा रहा है, अरे कोई nutrition भी करा लो. Because this same child is going to neglect his diet, the same child will grow up into something which is overweight. 16, 17-year-olds come to us. How many come to us with PCOS? Plenty. So then, at that time, asking a child to go on a diet. I mean, there was a boy who came 4 days back. 12th standard ki exam ek taraf. He was not happy with the way he was looking. And then when I took his recall, college has entry in college. When entry in college happened, everything changed. So all these years he's been eating junk, eating wrong. Brilliant guy. Okay, his mom was like, आज तक 95% के नीचे नहीं आया. So I wanted to tell her that you could have even taken care of what he was eating. So at 12th standard, now he is more worried about how he is looking. and not his exams. So I told him that now finish your exam, forget how you're looking, and then let's start a good diet with you. Correct? So yes, junk food of course not avoidable completely, but we have to make sure, like how we are imparting the importance of education, we impart the importance of nutrition very, very seriously.
Now we have two quick questions about children. Can we give turmeric milk on a daily basis to kids?
101% protein, all these the drinks that we add for instant energy and vitamin and chocolate flavor, turmeric is by far one of the best things you can add in the child's milk. So please go ahead and make sure your child loves it. In fact, can I give you a tip? Boil it with a little ajwain and jaggery. It will become a very, very healthy milk drink for your child.
Jasmeet wants to know some foods for weight gain.
Jasmeet, where are you? Itne irregular ho. Come fast with your weight monitor. Come on.
She wants to know some foods for weight gain for children in the age group of 1 to 4 years.
Again, Jasmeet, see, this is what we as mothers do. हमको लगता है till our child is not round and till our child doesn't have cheeks that people can pull, our child is unhealthy. So I have some questions for you. Is your child active? Is your child happy? And is your child doing all his activities with good zest and energy? Once you answer these 3 questions, I will then allow you to make any changes in his diet, whether needed or not needed also, I will tell you. But पहले मुझे ये 3 चीजें बताओ. Especially this 1 to 4 year old gap is, यार मत खिलाओ इतना बच्चे को. Wait.
Ma'am, I think we have covered almost all the questions regarding children. Now moving to women.
One sec. Ritika, any more questions regarding children? There are 2 more. So I will finish these 2 and the last 15 minutes I will keep it for our day, which is coming tomorrow, Women's Day. Yeah.
Achal here wants to know that her kids are 5 and 3-year-old. Before going to school, they don't eat anything, not even milk. But breakfast is very important. So please suggest.
Right. Achal, I think what you could do is you could start off by giving them say half a khakra, okay, or half an apple. Let's just begin with that. It is very, very, very unhealthy to send a child without a bite, because there the child is going to be hungry. The child is not going to be at the best attention span that it should be given. ठीक है? So what I would suggest is just to start the habit. पहले ये करते हैं. Plus there are times when the children are at home. अभी vacation आने वाला है. So there are times when the child is at home. There are times when the weekends come and there are these single holidays that come. On those days, you sit with them and try making breakfast an important part, because a lot of us, including me, have grown up with the idea of no breakfast, and I have faced the issues of it. So yes, what I would suggest is start with something very, very small and then you can send them. पहले weekend से शुरू करते हैं and slowly but surely inculcate this habit.
Next is by Urvashi Sharma. She's saying, hi Khyati, my daughter is 5 years old. Can we feed our children the way we were fed?
Tricky question. What happens is, we generally do this even now. The breakfast, the lunch, okay, these are super traditional. These are cooked the way our mothers and our grandmothers used to cook. पूरा घर ये system follow करता है. Till evening snack comes into the picture. Evening snack is when we start junking, and dinner में अरे रोटी सब्जी बनाया आज, क्या मतलब हेलो, क्या variety कुछ बनाया नहीं आज आपने. The complaints start. What? Again this sabji? मेरे घर में तो मतलब again this sabji? Why? So Mama is a chef also, na? Of course, with all the other roles. Women's Day, I'm coming to that. But what I would say is that if you ask me this question, I would say yes, why not? But you make sure that that is followed from morning to night. You cannot then say, ठीक है ना biscuit, ठीक है ना cheese, ठीक है ना nachos, ठीक है आज party गया था तो French fries. So that is something that we have to do as parents. We have to smartly merge the recent food items that have entered our system as well as the traditional. So अगर ये बच्चा घी वाली रोटी खाएगा दोपहर को और शाम को नाचोस और फ्रेंच फ्राइज खाएगा, the whole fat balance is gone. So when I am planning a chart and when I tell them less ghee, they give me looks. बच्चे का हड्डी कैसे बढ़ेगा? घी और हड्डी का कनेक्शन ही नहीं है लाइफ में. You know, ghee is not going to act like Fevicol, okay, and calcium is not going to be deposited because there's ghee. Ghee is saturated fat. Ghee was used previously by the previous generations who did not have bread, who did not have cakes, who did not have burgers, who did not have mayonnaise. इतनी सारी चीज पूछो मम्मा को, कितनी चीज के नाम पता है मम्मा को. So these things were never there. कितनी कैंडीज, कितनी नई चॉकलेट्स, कितनी नई बिस्किट्स, कुकीज. अब कुकीज यूके के अलावा किसी को पता नहीं था. They entered US, Subway came in, cookies are come, Oreos, who got it? So then here as parents we have to make sure we balance this whole thing out and make sure we don't create a bias, you know, when as a mother and as a father I will say, ये क्या बनाया है? Come on, you are already putting it in your child's head कि आज ये खिचड़ी दही और whatever is cooked is not healthy. I mean, it's not good. It doesn't taste well. So be careful about the lines you make at the dining table, even with your child. You tell your child क्या delicious खिचड़ी बनाई है. See how the child's mindset changes, right? So now I think all of you know ना कि nutritionist बनना is not ऐसे 3-week diploma, गार्सिनिया, फिर क्या green coffee bean, ख्याति ये ड्रिंक पढ़ा क्या? ऐसे लिंक आता है मुझे वीडियो का, where the lady is taking cucumber, the lady is taking aloe, detox drink. अरे ऐसे होता 3 weeks. Anusha and I would have become dietitians. Being a dietitian is all about this. Being a dietitian is about making sure habits are being changed. Being a dietitian is about being patient for months and months to see that beautiful little body develop, and we have to wait and wait and wait and not give up. So here we work very, very, very hard. So this message indirectly was for all of you who have not sent me your weight monitor, who are shy and not picking up the calls because you all know you all are irregular.
Now can we move to women?
Yes, Women's Day. Tomorrow we are going to have a party. Why party? I would party every day, but does my life allow me? In fact, थोड़ा personal है, but today morning I was telling Vishal, क्या Women's Day? Exam है बच्चे का, ऑफिस है, एक आध बार छुट्टी मार ही लेगी, कोई ना कोई ऑफिस में मुझे दिमाग खराब करेगा ही. कौन सा Women's Day? किसका Women's Day? Am I going to sit with my legs up and chill and enjoy? मतलब you will make tea for me, kitchen will wait for me after that sprawled. So हमारा day हम खुद बनाएंगे, हमारी life हम खुद बनाएंगे. Again, I am not blaming the men. This is what we have created. पति बिना ब्रेकफास्ट के चला गया. Oh my God. भाई को डब्बा नहीं भेजा. Oh my God. ये वो चाचा के बेटे का 10th स्टैंडर्ड एग्जाम था, फोन नहीं किया. Excuse me. Who's created all these expectations? And then I want to be in good shape. Excuse me. My child has to be absolutely getting 100 out of 100 in all exams. So who's building all this stress? We ourselves. And then, what happens? Naveen, 15 minutes. I got it. I got it, Naveen. Thank you. So आज 5 मिनट और चलेगा ही चलेगा. तू बंद मत कर. आज तू 5 तक चलेगा ही चलेगा आज ये. Now my next question to all of you is diet chart of husband. Oh, husband की cholesterol report. Client will be invisible on balanced nutrition for 1 month. Suddenly I get a WhatsApp. Hi Khyati, Hema here. Do you remember me? I ask her, where are you? She sends me a picture of husband's cholesterol report. Why? What about you? You are also 85 kgs. You have given me reports. So why are you not giving yourself importance? I love my family. I love my husband. I love my chacha, chachi. I love my third cousins. I will be there for them. But when I am fit, when I am healthy, if I I am not healthy, I am not fit, I am not happy, you think I'm going to be able to do this. फिर क्या होता है पता है? We pile up. She's not married, तो ऐसे उसको थोड़ा and just we pile up. One day volcano. In that volcano, कभी किसी ने देखा मैं कितना काम करती हूँ? Nobody appreciates me. But then, who is stopping you from doing things for yourself? 20 minutes in the morning is all it takes to. I'm so selfish. मेरा breakfast ठीक है, आज बच्चे को ये खाना है, okay, इसी विशाल को ये खाना है, let me tweak this in. आज lunch ये है, मेरा lunch मैं ऐसे set कर दूंगी, मेरा dinner ऐसे set कर दूंगी. Come on, 20 minutes in a day. And then, if you are healthy, you are happy, you see how your family becomes a new leaf. This time, when Trisha was born, I couldn't hold her, okay, because I was so heavy. I had a bad back. I could not, go through a normal delivery. So there was a C-section. I've had a back surgery before, and I was having all these hormonal issues because of which my strength and stamina was zero. I couldn't hold her for more than half an hour. The moment she started growing, I used to start panting to run to pick her up when she was on all fours. Okay, that is when it hit me and I was like, I have to become thin again. Just to conceive Trisha, I became thin. But then, it's important that you make sure this Dubai trip, I had promised for her when she was 3, 4, 5, I was still fat and recovering from a lot of ailments. So for her, mother was not a person she could want to go bungee jumping. Or mother was not somebody who will allow her to do trampoline because mother is scared. This trip and the previous trip, we made a pact where I told her, I will jump around with you. She made me do ice rink. I know for a fact that 2 years down back, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So this is not just for you, it is for your family. पूरे दिन का काम खत्म करके I put on those skates and I entered the ice rink. She was joyous. Seeing that, my husband was very joyous. I can't tell you how that whole trip has made us into a close-knit family. Going and jumping on those, trampoline, 5,000 square feet of trampoline, where she was guiding me and she was holding my hand and like, no mama, you have to flip. No mama, you have to jump. So that is what makes a bond. Mother's job is not just to feed. Mother's job is not just to ensure that your child is going to school, your child is studying. A mother's job is to also ensure she is there for the child or for the family wherever and whenever needed. So tomorrow is the day. Make sure that tomorrow you make a pact with your own self, even if you are unmarried, even if you are working. 2 girls. Should I name you? Who I met in Dubai? 6 months in the program. Beautiful jobs, living all alone. Oh, I don't have time. I said, come, शादी कर ले पहले, फिर time देखते हैं. So all of you, whether you are single, whether you are married, whether you are in any state of life, please make sure you are taking care of yourself. I hope that this lecture of mine has not put you all to sleep, but yes. Also, one small announcement. All programs at Balanced Nutrition are at a great discount. So if you are going to join in and make sure that your health is in your hands, please contact us at 98205 43329. This number is going to connect you to Anusha and her team, who will again help you connect to me, and that is how we are going to make sure that we teach you how to be healthy and happy for life. Also, another small announcement, these discounts are the lowest discounts that are going to come in 2017. There may be other discounts coming next month, month after that, but they will not be as low as this one. So in case you want to enroll, this is your chance. The amounts are with taxes and you can save a lot. So I am seeing you all very, very soon, and tomorrow you are going to get a very good surprise because we are putting up something on Facebook 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. stick glued to the Facebook group and the Facebook page. I'm asking Ritika to put the link of the Facebook page and the group as well. Now we can go back to questions.
Ma'am, we can begin with Sakshi. Sakshi here is saying, hi Khyati, can 2 grains be eaten at one time, like 1 roti and 1 katori rice at a time? Also, she is loving your diet. She's saying she's getting used to the meal intervals.
Hi Sakshi, how are you? And I am very happy that you are enjoying the diet. I know, I remember a lot of my clients with breakfast, lunch, dinner. So that is when I was telling even Sakshi that it is important to have something in the evening, because if you don't, you end up overeating in the dinner. That is why a typical Indian meal will see rice, roti, X, Y, Z. Not a lot of meals are like that. If you go down south, kahan roti aati hai? If you go up north, the day they cook biryani only. So what I would say is, depend and decide your portions not just on, what item to choose, but on an ideal plate. 60% of your plate should be something which is carbohydrates. Now these carbohydrates, because we are Indians, comes from, of course, the cereal. The cereal can be rice, the cereal can be roti, the cereal can be idli, dosa, upma, poha. These are all your cereals, khichdi, all of this. The other part where carbs come from is the dal. Dal is not completely protein. Usme thoda carbs hai. The sabjis, okay. A lot of our sabjis does contain aloo, and that also adds on to the carb. Peas also, carrots also, for that matter, do add a little bit of carbohydrates. So the 60% carbohydrates are taken care of by these 3 groups. Okay. Then again, for protein, we shift to dal, we shift to dahi, we shift to paneer, we shift to buttermilk. So here we have to decide, and that is why I tell them that eat 1 cereal at a time, because I have to do these permutations, combinations. If in case you feel that you want a couple of them sometimes, you please write to us, and what I will do is, I will do the calculation and teach you that way, where you can include 2 carbohydrates, but yes, the amounts are going to be little less.
Next question is by Vidhi. She's asking a very important question. She's asking, can you please discuss about the change in the appetite that she experiences? Yes. Some days there is no hunger at all. Sometimes you want to eat all of it. And she also wants a little insight about the effect of hormone treatments on appetite and weight gain.
Yes. Vidhi, a beautiful question again. Hi Vidhi, I missed seeing you in Dubai, but I'm sure in my next trip I'm going to make up for it, and I will want to see you as well, nice and thin. What happens is, half of us, okay, blame it on the hormones when it comes to food and weight gain. Mera wazan thyroid hai na, iske liye. That's not the case. Yes, hormones bring out certain emotions which are very temporary, which may cause, a state of mind which is too cranky sometimes, or sometimes you tend to feel a little too low, but at no point in time will it, need food. Okay, you run to food because you think, I'm feeling low, you associate it to going and eating something. Okay, increase and decrease in appetite is happening because, again, as children, we unfortunately were not taught how to read a hunger signal. Okay, so we get very choked up sometimes when we feel aaj itna kha liya aur kal kam khaya. This is your body's way of telling you I don't need too much food today, and your body's way of telling you I need food today. There are a lot of problems that you will battle, which is bloating. There are problems which will, in a day or two you may gain 1 or 2 kgs. Now these are related completely to your hormones. Okay, but yes, during this time, just because your weight is yo-yoing, just because appetite बढ़ रही है, just because you are getting cranky and frustrated, doesn't mean that you stop taking care of your health. The diet to be followed on those days is much more important, because you have to tell your head, this is a hormonal problem. This is something that I will deal with separately. I don't want to mix my food and my hormones. The more you start doing this, the weight drops. And these hormones auto-correct themselves when the weight drops. In case you are taking any treatments, then that is also going to be a temporary phase. And yes, food again is not supposed to be associated with even hormones when you are taking treatment. Okay, so now lesson learned Vidhi. Do not combine your food and your hormones. Don't let hormonal bloating or imbalance be your ticket to eating extra.
Next question is by Sneha Alok. She's asking any good food that can soothe menstrual cramps or any food that aggravates the cramps.
Okay. As much as Ayurveda talks about a lot of foods which, and I know they do. I know there are foods which Ayurveda talks about in easing cramps and in even getting your menstrual cycle, just like pharmacology. But nutritionally, there is no such thing which I could make as a quick fix to say that isse hoga hi, isse nahi hoga. That science is Ayurveda, and I would be the most wrong person to comment on it because I don't have expertise on it, my dear. But yes, I can find it out for you. But uska accuracy is coming from a person who has just done research. Okay, it's not my subject, but still I will answer this for you.
Sneha Gandhi wants to know that her doctor has prescribed a vitamin D sachet that has to be taken once in a week. So she's asking what foods can help in replacing that, because she is tired of having those artificial sachets. And she's asking how important it is to take them.
Correct. Sneha, first of all, I am with you. We love you and we are very proud of you. Sneha was a client with Balanced Nutrition and is currently successfully battling cancer, just like our other client Rakhi from Dubai. Sneha, at this juncture, I would say take those vitamin D tablets because the chemo, the radiation may take its toll on the body. What I would also do is, I am asking Ritika to put up an article which we have written on vitamin D. I have repeated myself before, but I'll just again say that being Indians, we tend to have a little lower vitamin D than our counterparts. There is a big nexus, which also means that a company, who is making that supplement, or a company who is making a tablet, as to ensure that the tablet and the supplement sells. So what happens is, we have our reach right at the Indian Council or the World Council. First, borderline cholesterol was 200. Now, borderline cholesterol 180. First, our sugars, glycosylated hemoglobin 6.5 tak theek tha. Ab, below 6 is ideal. So, please understand, certain values are brought back. First, a blood pressure of 130 by 80-85 was absolutely okay. Now we classify that as a hypertension. So what I would suggest is, yes, in your case take it, but please understand that the companies have to sell their drugs, and that is why they play a big role in making sure that the values at the pathological lab and the ideal values are always played around it a little bit.
Next question is by Alpesh Raval. He's asking, when you're constantly traveling for work, how to balance diet and exercise? And a similar question has been asked by Pooja as well. So when you're traveling, what are the options that you can choose?
Alpesh, I must tell you, you have made us proud. When you enrolled, I know your state of mind and I know how desperately you wanted to lose the weight. And your weight monitor has really shocked us. 3 kgs you knocked off in 10 days. And you are telling me that you were not hungry and you were not starving, where I had to make sure that your mentor does not give you a diet which is starving you. You know, I went back to the diet to check that yaar ye sab theek hai, and then yes, we checked it and you did absolutely fine. Now in your case, wherever you are traveling, you have to let me know. I am going to give you the travel guide, I am going to give you the in-flight guide, and I am going to give you the holiday/work guide as well. You also have the restaurant guide. Now, balanced nutrition programs are always based on practicality. The team here always is doing R&D. As I said, in balanced nutrition, all of us go out, all of us go on a holiday, all of us eat out, all of us have alcohol. You are just taught how much and how often. So, Alpesh, the next time when you go, alright, I am going to make sure that you get your alcohol guide, you get your travel guide, and you get all these guides as well. So now it's 5 o'clock. I have one more question to go before I say bye to all of you.
Upasna Keshwani is asking, what's your advice on consuming hajmola? So there are a lot of mouth fresheners, candies and popsicles that are recommended during the diet plan and after the diet plan. Just to for the craving part.
Popsicles made out of fresh fruits. Okay, during and after the diet plan. Okay, Upasana, we are very, very happy with your weight monitor as well. And yes, keep going. Don't have this lull. वो ना क्या होता है, everybody when they lose the first 3-4 sessions of the diet, they are all so excited. They all follow the diet very, very well. And then when compliments start pouring in, ना पतली लग रही है, ये हो रहा है, आज थोड़ा cheat कर लेती हूँ. And then what happens is they get stuck and they get plateaued. And then frustration comes in. And from my side over here, what we think is, oh my God, the diet is not working. So let me send something little more strict. This is something I'm not going to be able to explain to you all because I don't see you every day. So this is a great medium. Whenever you are in the middle of the program, please don't get relaxed. Don't be happy with the current shape that you are in. You have more sessions to go. And please make sure we are working very, very hard to give you that diet chart. So wo kar lo. Now regarding Upasana's query, Upasana food again is great. So the day you want to have that Hajmola, please go ahead. But yes, there is a difference between having a one-time craving and a difference between making, especially the things you mentioned, a habit. Okay? As far as it is under a dietitian's purview, where she is giving you something to clean your stomach, okay. But if it is self-induced, then you may want to take somebody's opinion and you may want to get a little easy on those. Okay? So I think this was the last question for Chai Time. We have certain questions left, which as usual we will reply to you in the comment section. Till then, keep watching us. Lot of new things are coming up, especially being the Women's Month. And make sure you take care of yourself. Thank you. Bye-bye.